看完这个之后，今天我想要继续玩一下 NBA2K。哎呦，是中期了。不知道打呼吸，你手上我的。动作肚子蛮大的。
Hey, good to see you. Hey, need some help?
No. 这样都投不进。
Good to know that you understand there's more to this game than offense. Let's work on that defense today.
Offense, defense. 要么就是练防守的。好。弟妹，阿达妹，直接活掉吧，这什么尼克？耶！哦。哦，洗出来。哪个可以？来个蓝的。
Let's get to work. Here's what we're gonna do.
松啊！我掉。现在速度跟得上，会比较好盖。讲完就失误2次。哦，没了。被他2次就3颗星。结果。防守成功。 什么？制造犯规。
Let's get to work. Here's what we're gonna do.
把大家都找来。哦，你感觉会受伤吗？
Keep it going.
你看起来真的会受伤，练球受伤。
One more.
我感觉偶尔练就好了。好瞄。哦。最后一个。
Good to know that you understand there's more to this game than offense.
Offense.
Let's work on that defense today.
Defense. 看猫，就追得上了。喂！你全力跑怎么跑？半场。啊，这样子也没有。冲啊！抢走！来一分就好了。哇！跟不上了，糟了。耶！你在梦里。耶！可以了。走，注脚。真是的吗？哇，这是哪一次？谢谢教练。哦，被家里揍了。哦，滑倒了。哦，小了。哦，是靠不去小了。 换了一个哈达。
I'm Chris Manning.
And I'm Alexis Morgan. Welcome to a brand new episode of 2K TV. This is so exciting. We are virtual fans right now in a live NBA game.
That's right. We're inside the bubble right now, joining a bunch of fans to watch some NBA action.
这就会看到。
That's the United States Supreme Court building here in our nation's. And before we get going,
Well, guys,
David thanks. And the starting group for the Spurs. We've got Derek White, Lee out there with Rudy Gay. Then there's DeJounte Murray. And it's DeRozan in at the 3, the small forward. And for the Wizards, Ball runs the point with Beal at the 2. Hachimura and Bryant are in the middle. And it's Brown in at the 3 spot. Now here's Wall. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Well, fans can be impatient, Greg, especially for the fans of teams that are slow to start a season.
And Kevin, the media as well.
Right, right.
I played in New York, and you know, in that town, you go big or you get talked about, no doubt about it. But with the way things have evolved now, and every team is a national team because every game's televised, it's starting to happen more in some of those smaller markets as well. It's just a harsh reality of pro sports.
Here's Wall following the score. Oh, that was something else.
Gotta enjoy watching Wall take flight. He's a sensational dunk artist.
Murray against Wall. Outside DeRozan. 6 on the shot clock. That shot off. Some solid defense from Brown. Looking at the last game for San Antonio, it was a win against the Mavericks in Dallas. And now, just over a minute played here in the first, it's White on the wing. Back to Murray. Gay right side. Shoots over Hachimura. And there's Gay. That's good on the assist by Lee.
You can't forget about the precise mid-range shooting of Gay. He's as good as they come from him.
Ball against Murray. Here's Beal. And Lee pulls it down.
A golden opportunity that he can't make good on. Maybe a wake-up call to the D, though. They can't leave him alone like that.
Now here's White. A look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you had to bring much faster help than that.
Wall, no luck.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Brown against White. And the shot goes down.
A really smart opening quarter for them at the offensive end. Moving, finding good shots. They're 4 for 5 from the field.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
And here we go with DeRozan running it up the middle.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Wizards trail by 6. So timeout called here. The first for Washington. Victory eluded them last time in San Antonio when they took on the Spurs.
Well, if they want to avoid the outcome of that first meeting, they'll need to be stronger on the glass. They were completely outmatched in the last one.
They needed more fire and intensity tonight. Even if they don't win the battle of the boards, they have to put up a fight.
And a new group getting ready for the Wizards. Mahinmi's checked in for Bryant. Bertans comes in for Rui Hachimura. Singleton, he's checked in for Brown. And it's Napier in for John Wall. So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. LaMarcus Aldridge is checked in for Gay. Johnson comes in for DeMar DeRozan. Hardaway's checked in for White. And it's Mills in for DeJounte Murray. Mills finds Aldridge. Johnson surveying the floor. Lays it up off the glass.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Now here's Beal. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Over Hardaway. There we go. Now in the scoring column with that make. He is 1 for 4.
don't forget about this fella for a second. He is the definition of dangerous.
And we so often talk about the elite scoring, but Beal's playmaking is now reaching that same level.
Yeah, it just shows you how talented and unselfish he is. All he wants to do is win. I mean, that talent requires help from your teammates, so he uses his vision and instincts and ability to keep them involved.
Now here's Beal. He's coming off a 28-point game against the Magic in Orlando. Mahimi against Lee. And it's Mahimi finishing it off.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Well, come on, guys. Someone has to rotate over. Defensively, that's just poor communication.
Here's Aldridge after the basket by Washington. Hardaway, that's a two-pointer. Offensive rebound. And the rejection by Mahimi. And they get it back. Here's Mills. Well, it was only a matter of time, but they finally get the bucket.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
And there's the defensive 3-second call. The Wizards have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2. And he shows the focus there, nails the technical. Group getting ready for the Wizards. Ryan is checked in for Mahimi. Hachimura comes in for Davis Bertans. Napier, he's checked in for Singleton. And John Wall subbed in for Ish Smith. So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. Lee's checked in for Purdy. LaMarcus Aldridge comes in for Lyons. Rudy Gay's checked in for Johnson. And it's DeJounte Murray in for Patty Mills. On the court right now for the Spurs, Ian Aldridge, the veteran forward pair. Tim Hardaway Jr. out there with Murray. And it's Lee in at the 5. No coverage that time. Hachimura's got the lead up to 14 now for the Wizards. Murray kicks to Hardaway. There's 1:38 left in the first half of basketball. Gay in the corner. Shoots over Beal. Rebound by the Wizards. Bryant's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Napier passes to Wall. Over Murray. And no good. So the Spurs will take it the other way. They want to keep it rolling here following the win against Dallas.
Yeah, and with most of the arena against them, they just banded together and trusted one another to make the right play.
Well, the crowd didn't seem to faze them at all. They knew what their game plan was and followed it accordingly.
Now here's Murray following the miss by John Wall. Over Wall, and it's good off the back rim and in. Murray's got 6.
And how about the terrific use of the crossover there to just throw the defender off balance.
Beal gets a wide open look. His 3-pointers off the mark. And Murray's got the ball here for San Antonio. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Hardaway passes to Aldridge. Out to Hardaway, all alone. And he knocks down the jumper.
Just another way Aldridge beats you. As a facilitator, very comfortable making decisions.
Murray against Wall. And the slam dunk by Wall.
Wall's decision-making is excellent, especially when he's handling the rock.
And that concludes the first half. Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Look at John Wall. What a contribution so far.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters, he has been terrific.
This game has his fingerprints all over it. Now looking to replicate what he did in the first half.
Third quarter action getting rolling right now. Brought to you by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. So the Wizards 5 right now. Hachimura and Bryant are in the middle. Wall runs the point with Beal at the 2. And it's Brown in at the small forward. Today, Greg, we see a lot more friendly rivalries. Does that bother you?
Not at all. I mean, people like to say, well, our era had the rivalries were more bitter. I disagree with that. I think guys are every bit as competitive today as they've ever been.
That's good to hear.
They just also have more exposure and opportunity to be around one another. Kids today growing up, they've been playing against each other since the 5th, 6th grade in national tournaments. When we played, we didn't get to see the other top players around the country. So I think that was one reason why you didn't have a closeness with guys that unless you were on the same team.
And he's embracing his role as a leader. Bill knows his team depends on him to score like this.
Murray finds Gay.
Oh, Kevin, get a load of that one. Take that play and put it in the alley-oop textbook, boy.
Perfectly done. You're right. He put it on a platter for him. Washington leading now by 13. Time called here. The Wizards decide to talk it over. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, thank you. Now, we have seen continued growth with the NBA's affiliated leagues the last few years. Talk about the explosion in popularity of the WNBA. The past...
Wizards shooting their 6th attempt at the charity stripe in the game.
And how about as a group, 80% on the season, one of their best attributes.
Now, the skill set Hachimura already possesses is enticing. Now, it's up to him to continue to flesh out his game.
Outside, White. And the layup's good off the glass. White's got 6.
Consistency all game long. He's going to continue, I think, to have to take it over to get them back in the game.
And so it's the Washington Wizards in command with a 16-point lead as the buzzer sounds. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
No, it's quick decision making. You see a guy open, you can't hesitate. That's an outstanding play.
And as we head into the 4th, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. On the floor for San Antonio starting the 4th quarter. Ian Aldridge, the veteran forward pair. DeJounte Murray is out there with Derek White. And it's Lee in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Murray with the bounce pass. White left side. Inside. And Lee with the basket on the assist by Rudy Gay.
And I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders.
Wizards leading by 17. Outside, Wall. And a missed layup. So it's San Antonio now. After this one, they're off to Philadelphia to take on the 76ers. They're in the midst of a 4-game road trip right now. That'll be game number 3. Here's Gay, and another basket for San Antonio.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
Gay's gotten it done so far from the field tonight, making 4 of his 6 attempts. Hachimura down low. Aldridge is covering. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's on LaMarcus Aldridge.
With an attacking mindset and smooth style of offense, Hachimura is able to give opponents different looks.
Thomas Bryant, he's checked in for Washington. Bradley Beal comes in for Napier. Murray dishes to Aldridge. It's White on the wing. And it's on the bounce. Last touch by White.
An easy pass turns into a terrible turnover. And That's a possession waste.
DeMar DeRozan. He's checked in for LaMarcus Aldridge. A tremendous mobile one block that we had to see again. Great send back.
And that'll give him a jolt. Nothing like a rejection to light a fire.
You gotta love how high Bill gets. He's terrific at ramming in.
Spurs trail by 19. Passes it to Gay. DeRozan against Brown. It's DeRozan with the drive. That one falls.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
Outside, Beal. Wall passes to Brown. With the teardrop. That one misses. Good D by Lee. And so it's DeRozan. He'll bring it up for the San Antonio Spurs. 17-point game. At the elbow, Lee. Tipped away. It's stolen by Hachimura. Murray against Wall. Lee with the steal. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on John Wall. That is his first foul of the game.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
Here's Gay, and another basket for San Antonio.
The scoring skills of Gay aren't just limited to the mid-range and his perimeter. This is a guy who can get it done from the inside as well, thanks to his fantastic length.
Wall dishes to Bryant. Brown outside. Wizards passing it around. They double-team Beal. Brown, good. Brown's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
This is no let-up. And, you know, this is the kind of hard-nosed competitiveness that wins games.
Greg, how special was it for you that you had your number 50 retired at UNLV?
You know, that's something that I can honestly say. As a kid, you dream about a lot of things, winning, you know, playing at the highest levels. That's something I never really fathomed. To have your jersey hanging up in an arena, that was a surreal moment, a really cool moment, and it was awesome to be able to share it with my family and friends.
And people probably don't know that you grew up in Las Vegas, so it was probably doubly special, wasn't it?
Exactly. Born and raised.
All with it. To the inside. Bryant. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness, as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for the Wizards.
Tonight, they seem committed to the three-point shot.
That was the bread and butter. Fortunately, they made enough of those, but sometimes it was quantity over quality.
And so with this win, they'll move to 6 victories.
当然可行。这样可以。50块。双十九级。 耶，很有价值球员。
Cause I'm low on the phone, you say. So I talk till I drop, you say I could have a heart made of stone. Why you? Oh, when we synchronize, it's exactly what I thought and I fantasized. Playing games with my mind, making us collide. And we know how it goes when we're out at night. And I don't know how we make it out when we make out on the low. Even if it rains, you'd rather make it snow. Both you and me know we gotta let it go. Laying on the ground, wondering why it's so cold. How we make it out when we make out on the low. Even if it rains, you'd rather make it snow. Both you and me know we gotta let it go. Laying on the ground, wondering why it's so cold. When you patronize, you're so satisfied. When I dig in the dirt of paradise, and I know that you know I can sleep at night. Oh, and you're by my side, and it's smooth how you move, cause I'm petrified. Setting traps in my head, messing with my mind. When you talk, but I know you lie. And I don't know how we make it out when we make out on the low. Even
他说可以喝那个他们的，但我刚好先把钱都花完了，现在比较哪一种？984，我不变快。对，这个区域。玛丽好像可以赚很多钱了。天！他的车。真弱势啊！兄弟，没有3区，才有几。这是乱打。他已经尽力有510胜，这4场真少。对，在工作做事。办法要多得点分吧。滑板车。多赚点分吧。 撞期。
Great game.
他在韩国，不是 great game。
Great game.
教练后面。
Good to know that you understand there's more to this game than offense. Let's work on that defense today.
Right.
Let's get it started, man. Let's get it started. Hey, he can ball, huh?
防守做不到。哇，好厉害啊！干扰到，干扰到。
Good to know that you understand there's more to this game than offense. Let's work on that defense today.
都是在线防守。哎，没有踩到。没有，来不及。可以。就直接把球带走。不想打球。
Let's get everyone over here and get started. Here's what we're gonna do.
我球都打了。100%干扰的声音。我操，手最好打。举报。
One more.
手举高，手举高。手举高。哇，赢 A， 也是蛮厉害的。我就上滑，也是不好打。180。
Let's go.
Yeah.
Hey, hit me up.
你这球，Yeah。啊，这个练习一下，把球。
Let's get to work. Here's what we're gonna do.
Hey. Hey. 还能抓的其实。20分。呀！
Hey, I'll see you later.
快点！球。76帧。
I'm Chris Manning.
And I'm Alexis Morgan. Welcome to a brand new episode of 2K TV. This is so exciting. We are virtual fans right now in a live NBA game.
That's right. We're inside the bubble right now, joining a bunch of fans to watch some NBA action.
I wish I could high five you right now. Can we try it?
Coming up next, the 76ers. Welcome, everybody. Thanks for joining us for NBA action. DA, it's all you.
Kevin, thanks. Last season's
David, he is showing that maturity. Thanks for that report. And a look at the starters for San Antonio. We've got Rudy Gay. White is out there with DeJounte Murray. And there's Money. And it's DeRozan in at the 3, the small forward. And for Philadelphia, big forward pair. Harris the 3 and Horford the 4. And Simmons is out there with Alec Burks. And it's Embiid in at the 5 down low. Greg, obviously we're early on here. We already have seen some second-year players looking much more improved over the rookie year.
I mean, if you put in the work, you're not guessing as much. And listen, the fact that you've now gone through the season, you've got a better sense of who you are and what you can do out on the floor. I know I cut way back on my turnovers at the start of my second year, and you go into the offseason with specific goals and areas where you want to improve.
You think there's more growth between your first and second year than any other 2 years in your career?
You could make that case, no doubt about it, because that's you're still thinking you could be one of the all-time greats no matter who you are at that stage, and so you tend to put in a little more emphasis in terms of improvement.
That's good awareness from DeRozan. Spots the open man. That speaks to his all-around game.
A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Embiid with it. Now guarded by DeRozan. Outside, Horford. DeRozan against Embiid. Horford has a wide open look. Nailed from three-point land.
And not every big can hit from there, but Horford has that versatility because that man has put in the work.
Terrific play. This is why you run your offense through him and live with the results.
And Smitty, with DeJounte Murray, he's got great length at that guard position, and it can make him a menace defensively.
Yes, it does. DeJounte Murray is 6'4", but has a 6'10" wingspan. Still very young and learning about defense, but his instincts off the chart. He could end up being one of the premier defenders in the league by the end of his deal. Defensive breakdown. Murray attracts attention as a scorer, which opens up everything else.
Now here's Simmons. What a tremendous game he played against New York. Right on the bucket. Embiid's got his second basket of the night.
I mean, beautiful execution of the game plan offensively. So far, they are hitting 80% from the field.
Now here's Murray. He's coming off a 10-point game against Washington. Right side, Lee. Shot clock at 5. And it's sent back by Horford. Here's Harris. 20-point game for him in the win against New York. Pass to Simmons. Embiid with it. Burks looking around. Stolen by Gay. We've got 1:55 left to play here in the first. DeRozan on the wing. Burks covering. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And one area.
Sixers with a completely new group now. So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. Lee's checked in for Jakob Poeltl. Gay comes in for DeMar DeRozan. Derek White's checked in for Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's DeJounte Murray in for Patty Mills. Here's Korkmaz taking a look at the scoring numbers. Right now he averages about 9 points a game. The baseline J. Harris, good. Harris has got 4 points now in the quarter.
Just another shot in his arsenal. Tobias with the mid-range jumper.
Down low, it's Harris and Horford. Simmons is out there with Alec Burks. And it's Korkmaz at the 3. That's the group in the game for the 76ers. 6 to shoot. Gay passes to White. Here's Aldridge. Tries from 16. It's hauled in by Harris.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
The dunk with the foul on top of it. So strong.
The explosive leaping of Burks serves him well in completing plays like that.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. And Murray's got the ball here for the San Antonio Spurs. Gay outside. And there's the pass to Lee. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. I'm sure you've got a list, Greg, of players you've visited with over the years who you really enjoy spending some time with and talking to.
I mean, there's so many, Kevin. A couple guys, and there is a little bias as a point guard, but Damian Lillard and Steph Curry and Chris Paul, 3 guys that I enjoy sitting down and talking shop with. Giannis, witnessing his journey to greatness. All the while, he remains humble and really appreciates his position. So several of these guys, I'm also not just an analyst partner, but a fan and a big fan of theirs.
You are a fan indeed.
For a player this good, still in his 20s, Tobias Harris has been on an astonishing number of teams.
Murray kicks to Aldridge. Back to Murray. To the middle. Aldridge down low. Guarded by Harris. And it's Aldridge missing.
I mean, he's staying aggressive, trying to regain his touch. But right now, he's hurting the team.
In the corner, Horford with it. From past the arc. It's rebounded by Aldridge. Spurs trail by 21. Gay outside. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2. Philadelphia's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc so far tonight. Simmons passes to Burks. Back to Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
Throw it down, young fella. Simmons is explosive and without a doubt one of my favorite dunkers.
Gay outside. Down low. Here's Lee. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That one on Harris. The Spurs shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. And the 76ers with some changes. Joel Embiid, he's checked in for Harris. And Robinson III comes in for Korkmaz. And Matisse Thybulle subbed in for Burks. So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. Pirtle, he's checked in for Aldridge. DeMar DeRozan comes in for Rudy Gay. Tim Hardaway Jr.'s checked in for Derek White. And it's Mills in for DeJounte Murray.
He looked just a little out of rhythm. He's still trying to establish consistency from there.
And Lee with the stuff.
And he wanted everybody in the building to feel that ferocity.
And we did. we felt it. Even over here, we felt it. Horford kicks to Thybulle. There's 39 seconds left to play in the first half. They retain possession. Shot clock at 6. Simmons dishes to Embiid. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Embiid's got his 3rd basket of the night.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
No good from Lee.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
And here is Simmons. He's been a nice option for them offensively, and he's averaging more than 17 points a game. Here's Embiid. Shoots over Pirtle. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And who dropped?
So as we conclude the first half, so far, fairly one-sided. All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the... And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. Joel Embiid with a strong contribution in this one.
In those first 2 quarters, he was pretty much an automatic bucket getter if he got it down low on the block.
I have to credit them for their patience offensively. They understood the matchup, and they took the necessary time to exploit it.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. On the court for San Antonio, you've got Lee, DeRozan out there with Rudy Gay. Then there's Murray, and it's White in at the 2-guard.
He's doing what he can do to pull them closer, but it's not enough. He needs more help.
And Smitty, with Rudy Gay, the longtime NBA veteran, Father Time might have taken away what he once was, but boy, he still finds ways to contribute.
He does, GA. Rudy Gay isn't the same scorer that he once was. But what I love about it, he's actually playing the power forward position more later in his career. He can still fill up the box score and also add a lot of rebounding. His passing has been underrated for a few seasons as well.
Gay finds White. Count the basket.
I really like the toughness and effort White brings to the game. Nice play off contact.
The 76ers leading by 18. Pass to Embiid. Dishes to Harris. No good that time. And it's the Spurs taking it the other way. Next up for them, the Knicks, a road game in New York. And that will conclude a 4-game road trip. Here's DeRozan, and the shot goes in. DeRozan's got 6.
Doing great things at the offensive end. 3 for 4 to start this half.
To the paint, here's Simmons, and then Simmons slams it in.
You can't let Simmons get going off of these dunks. His confidence just soars when he slams it down like that.
A floater. Here's Lee, out to DeRozan, and stolen by Simmons. A shot by Burks, nobody around. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Burks has got his second bucket.
Burks is really good at picking his spots from outside when he's on the floor. A highly efficient shooter.
DeRozan with it. Now defended by Embiid. Changes for Philadelphia. Kyle O'Quinn is checked in for Embiid. Horford comes in for Robinson. And Alec Burks subbed in for Korkmaz. Ray, can you really compare players from completely different eras? I mean, people love to talk about the greatest of all time.
You know, Kev, some players do transcend eras. There's no doubt about that. Wilt's a great example, and there are many others. But in reality, to your point, the style and the way in which the game was played was so different that it isn't fair. I mean, all you can be is the best of your generation, or one of the best, and I think that should stand no matter what the conversation is.
Like, there's no doubt in your mind Oscar Robertson could play in this era as well as he played when he played.
No doubt. Bill Russell, all those guys,
yes,
they're truly great ones. So much of your ability to perform at a high level is built around your confidence and your belief in your abilities, and those guys had it as much as anybody who's ever played.
Harris at small forward with Horford at the 4. Alec Burks is out there with Simmons. And it's O'Quinn in at the pivot, manning the middle. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Trying to get open is Burks. And Simmons slams it in.
This is where Tobias has really improved, keeping his eyes up, making plays for others.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
And that one drops for him.
Allowing any room to operate, you know he's going to be aggressive.
Pass to Burks. Back to Simmons. Philadelphia moving the ball around. And Harris wide open. He shoots. San Antonio with the rebound. Down low, Lee. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
Rely on Derek White for good feeds. He plays unselfish heads-up basketball.
Simmons passes to Burks. Now Harris. Back to Burks. The 76ers need to get off a shot. No good from Simmons. And so it's Murray with it. He brings it up for the San Antonio Spurs, trailing by 19.
I like how he absorbed contact. Rudy Gay with the body control to finish through it.
Pass to Burks. Horford trying to free himself up. Burks can't get it to go.
Even though he missed it, this is the exact play your offense is designed to produce.
Here's Lee, and he uses the glass on the layup.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for the 76ers.
They really had it going, guys. Their offense propelled them.
In this case, it was the higher shooting percentage that made the difference and earned them the W.
And with this effort tonight, grabbing their 8th win of the year.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Joel Embiid.
Just an outpouring of points from him. Nobody could do much to keep him from dropping it in.
Timeout called the 76ers. They're ahead by 12. 104 left to play in the final quarter. And now let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Joel Embiid.
He's put on a shooting exhibition for us here tonight. He's missed a couple along the way, but it sure seems like everything's been falling for him. The only way to keep him from converting is to keep the ball out of his hands.
He sure has given this crowd a treat tonight. This kind of performance only cements his status as a fan favorite. Back to Lee. Good, and the assist goes to Murray.
On the heels of this run, you wonder where was this effort earlier on?
Well, the question becomes, are they playing that much better now, or has their opponent taken the rest of the night off?
Harris outside. And nothing is falling for him right now. San Antonio with the ball. They've given up just 8 points in the fourth quarter. Here's Lee, and it is there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits. One item that stood out, their ball movement.
Things are definitely clicking, and more importantly, it makes it really hard to defend.
Burks with it. So it's Philadelphia winning this one easily. A confident win, and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
Yeah, I mean, it was a solid performance, particularly here at home. I think they built off that edge of being here and played with just a little more confidence than their opponents.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. See you next time.
打成这样是要怎么？耶！加进去啊，看互动。
So I talk till I drop you, say how could I have a heart made of stone while you oh, and we synchronize. It's exactly what I thought and I fantasized. Playing games with my mind, making us collide. And we know how it goes when we're out at night. And I don't know how we make it out when we make out on the low. Even if it rains, you'd rather make it snow. Both you and me know we gotta let
啊，先决定球吧。我也不知道为什么不看上一场。到的那个加减值有没有是真的？有时候也是打得乱七八糟的。我被包了。可是我们该去买个球衣。 哦，Yeah，我球了，出。我都是增加自己能力，但其实现在也是要增加什么？有。看一下时间。我的手表哎呀，我的名字，你去妹子，里面我的名字。今晚的终究很精彩。那比赛战败了，真不知道怎么面对这个约手裁判，就肯定的，一点碰撞触动不了。这老兄有好几首字，不知道。哎，有人来，是谁
？Bring it in, everyone! Before we get started, I want to introduce you to a special guest, David Robinson. He'll be here observing with the coaching staff today, so let's put in a strong effort and show him how we do things around here. If we want to be a winning team, we really need to shoot better than we have. All right, let's get set up and start practice.
All right.
Get started, man.
被火锅。刚那球是1-4。最好啦！我得落死了。哦，完美！我凭什么在看？哇，老比赛看一下我。可惜。哦。哦，所以其实他冲的那个速度应该蛮快。哎，傻眼。走啊，姐姐。 小灌一下。经验，老板强。这样子，挖出去，守不住，抓出去。淘气，只有2分。哦，
Yo.
Yo.
Let's get everyone over here and get started. Here's what we're gonna do.
哇，好强！机会呀！变晚。呀，火锅呀！追什么？
Let's get everyone over here and get started. Here's what we're gonna do.
Just like that.
Yeah, 有3个星。Go. Yeah. 这还没有。把球拿走。哇！10分。哇！有10分了，只有7分。呀，9分。我走，快点。
Let's get to work. Here's what we're gonna do.
Started, man. Let's get it started. Hey, move around. Get line. Give me that. Get the ball. Come on.
找扣分，一直在输球。我是想跟扣子打球。
Let's go.
就跟自己小伙伴打球是不错。追上火锅。
One more. You got it. Come on, man.
啊！多一分，还是没办法。可恶！过去跟他录手。
Good to know that you understand there's more to this game than offense. Let's work on that defense today.
Oh, 我有碰到。我这就是左撇子，他从左边切进去。耶！ 哟，这个。马刺这边的那个采访员超少的，没这么多了，这3个，好像是你之前好像，我有点感觉没有认真在录。加500，好，无球进去。
I'm Chris Manning.
And I'm Alexis Morgan. Welcome to a brand new episode of 2K TV. This is so exciting. We are virtual fans right now in a live NBA game.
That's right. We're inside the bubble right now, joining a bunch of fans to watch some NBA action.
I wish.
The tallest building in the United States, One World Trade Center. Looking glorious tonight as we come to you from New York. Welcome to the weekend, everybody. Let's get it going with NBA action. Hey, Dave.
Hey, Kevin. The Knicks.
A little patience indeed. That's interesting. Thank you, David. And a look at the starters for San Antonio. We've got Rudy Gay. Derek White is out there with DeJounte Murray. Here we go. Then it's DeRozan, and it's Lee in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for New York, it's Randall and Robinson at the 4 and the 5. Elfrid Payton is out there with Barrett, and it's Harkless in at the small forward. Reagan, 1991, you were drafted 12th overall. Talk about early expectations as a first-round pick. Your son going through it right now.
Yeah, no doubt. Listen, everyone wants to see what you've got. And also, you want to prove that you belong. And so, because of that, though, especially in the day's game, sometimes judgment comes way too quickly. And we've seen it with a lot of great young players that because they come in a lot earlier in terms of their age, it may take them an extra year or two to figure it all out. And so the teams that are most patient in allowing those kids to mature at their own level tend to be the ones that get the higher rewards.
Indeed. And we see so much impatience, and it causes problems.
Well, what you want to see from Elfrid Payton are floor general skills on full display. Finds the open teammate. Nice.
Now here's Murray. He's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game. Left side, DeRozan. Clock at 6. Let's go. No good on the shot. A bit long that time.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D. Endorsed, the Knicks have made it clear they see Mitchell Robinson as one of their key young players moving forward.
So would I, Greg, if I had a quick twitch 7-footer with the shot blocking abilities, the defensive instincts, and this guy is putting in the time to grow his game on the offensive end. Listen, Mitchell Robinson's going to be a problem in this league. Boy, just 1 for 4, a little brisky right now.
Gay passes to Murray. Kicks it out to Gay. Banked in off the glass.
And I like the energy of Gay, especially inside. He's incredible at getting to his spots in the paint.
White against Payton. Now, here's Barrett. His last outing, he had 8 points. Randall finds Barrett. Shoots over White. Barrett, no good. Spurs leading by 3. Here's White. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 8 points a game. And he gets it to go. And the Knicks decide to take their first time out here.
Trying to snap them out of this little slump.
Just feels like the basket is looking awfully small to them right now. They're having a hard time getting anything to fall.
So San Antonio goes with the... San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. Lee's checked in for Aldridge. Lyle comes in for Jakob Poeltl. DeMar DeRozan, he's checked in for Johnson. And it's DeJounte Murray in for Patty Mills. And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. On the court for the Knicks, Taj Gibson is out there with Marks. Then there's Elfrid Payton. Then it's R.J. Barrett. And it's Harkless in at the 3.
One thing we know about Elfrid Payton, this guy has got supreme confidence. He will force the issue if he's this close to the cup.
A different look for New York. Mitchell Robinson comes in for Taj Gibson. And Julius Randle subbed in for Marks. And San Antonio also making a switch. Whitey's checked in for Hardaway. Murray, good. Murray's got the lead up to 9 now for the Spurs.
Adding to their advantage, trying to find a way to blow this one open.
One of the things they're doing is identifying favorable matchups and then going at them.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, thank you. There will be a subtle but significant change on the court this season. Wilson is now the official basketball supplier for the NBA and its affiliated leagues. In fact, they were the association's original supplier starting in 1946. Now, after a nearly 4-decade hiatus, Wilson reclaims that position. Guys, back to you.
We appreciate that, David. Thank you.
Well, the strength of Julius Randle is an obvious asset. This guy, despite being undersized, is able to finish through contact.
Now here's Murray. Lee kicks to DeRozan. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
The Spurs making a switch here. Gay's checked in. Greg, if you're a small market team, how do you convince stars that you've drafted and developed to stay and re-sign?
It's a great question, Kevin. I actually think in a lot of ways it's easier today because you can be box office. You can be a superstar in a small market and have the name recognition because of the era we played in. And so I think the biggest way to keep them there is to build a championship caliber team around them. I think that is your saving grace. If you can prove to them that you can build a championship caliber team, I don't really think that there is a reason to want to leave.
That's a solid blueprint. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Randle dishes to Barrett. Shoots over White. Barrett, no good.
I'll tell you, it feels all night like this guy's been forcing shots, rushing shots. He's really struggling on the offensive end.
And the basket by DeRozan.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Knicks trail by 16. Pass to Harkless. Payton against Murray. Randle outside. In the corner, Barrett with it. The pass to Payton. Over Murray, trying to get open is Randle, and that one hits back iron.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
White finds DeRozan. Inside, here's Lee. It's rebounded by New York. Victory eluded them last time in San Antonio when they took on the Spurs.
Well, when you're facing a team that's feeding off the crowd's energy, you have to bring your A game, and they didn't do that defensively.
One thing you know, Greg, is you've got to pack your defense in the suitcase if you're going to win on the road, and they simply did not bring it.
I tell you, he's playing the game with pure excitement right now.
He capped off that dunk with some serious hang time on the rim. Now here's Payton. 14 points from him the last game against Philadelphia. Here's Randle. Second chance effort, Robinson. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Mitchell Robinson.
And so it's San Antonio with a sizable lead as the quarter wraps up. They're ahead 16 points. Their defense has been active and effective. Back to the action. And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. A fantastic game from DeMar DeRozan so far.
Man, how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column? Through 2 quarters, he has been terrific.
And one would expect that the defense made some adjustments at halftime, but he has the ability to answer right back.
Here's who Greg Popovich is starting in the second half. Rudy Gay is out there at DeRozan. And there's Money. Then there's DeJounte Murray. And it's White in at the 2. Robinson misses.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
DeRozan's shot is off.
Well, the defense flat out awful right there, and he couldn't punish them for their mistake.
Harkless the pass to Payton. Lobbed up there for Robinson. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Guys, he's such a big target. On the alley-oop, throw it up. Mr. Robinson, the only one in the building who can catch it and finish.
Payton against Murray. Now the feed to Lee. Over Randall. San Antonio again missing.
Well, an 0-for-3 start to the half. You need to pick it up and start to put some pressure on your opponent.
Payton passes to Harkless. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
And that is just a deflating error on his part.
Well, I think it kills your energy, and it certainly kills your momentum.
And a star player at Kentucky, Julius Randle, selected 7th back in 2014.
And it's not easy as a young player to overcome an injury early. But Julius has done that, and he has proven capable as a scorer in the NBA. And that, to me, is where he can make his mark.
Barrett kicks to Harkless. Back to Barrett. It's Robinson high post. And Lee pulls it down. Lee's got his 6th rebound on the night. And there's Murray on the assist from DeRozan. And the Spurs lead by 16.
Well, this is where DeMar DeRozan proves he is the real deal. Not only a skilled scorer, skilled at finding his teammates as well.
Payton against White. No good from Payton.
All right, time now to pick it up. You're 1 for 4, and you certainly don't want to give your opponent momentum.
Lee outside. Here's Murray, and it's Murray with the jam.
Yeah, that's a great setup. Screen the defender off and let him elevate.
Oh, right, and wasn't the timing ideal? My goodness, the D with no chance to react.
The execution was simply flawless. That, ladies and gentlemen, is how you run that play.
New York calls timeout. Well, Greg, with your son getting drafted, you join the ranks of some historic NBA father-son duo.
You know, I got the opportunity to play with Adidas.
Substitute look for New York. Robinson's checked in for Gibson. Julius Randle comes in for Bobby Portis, and Harkless is subbed in for Barrett. And some changes here for the Spurs. Now Harkless. Trying to get open is Randle.
Man, way to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket, guys, still shaking. It's Randle and Robinson at the 4 and the 5. Then there's Mo Harkless, and it's Marks in at the 3 spot. That's the 5 for New York right now.
Wingspan, athleticism, verticality. Robinson with authority sends it back.
Good work there as it goes. And that's now 10 points for Julius Randle.
There is an imagination, a creativity. This guy's passing drives the offense.
Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. And that one drops. And the Spurs lead by 15.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
There's the three. And Lee pulls it down. Spurs leading by 15. That's tipped. Pass to Randle. Up top, Harkless. Outside for Robinson. Off target from outside.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Here's Murray, and it's Murray with the jam.
Some power coming from the PG.
Ah, that's right, GA. Seeing more and more of that these days. Backcourt guys who can elevate.
We know versatility is huge in this game. Just a tremendous job finishing that play. Wow.
Now here's Harkless. He's covered by Murray to the inside. And it's Robinson that time on the assist from Randle. And it's 6 points for Mitchell Robinson.
Well, Mitchell Robinson plays such a critical role for them on the interior. If he can consistently make these shots, what a weapon he is.
Murray dishes to Lee. Back to Murray. To the middle. Lost contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
And as a result, they may be facing just a little bit less resistance right now. They are having their way.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Here's Barrett. And it's wide right. It's off the rim. And so it's Murray who brings the ball up for the Spurs. 18 points separating the teams. That's the biggest lead of the game.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for San Antonio.
In the end, they had a better shooting percentage, and that's what made the difference. Sometimes, you know, things go your way. The other team wasn't catching many lucky breaks themselves.
Yeah, and Kevin, not all about luck. I thought their overall shot selection was better.
And so that moves their record to 11 wins on the year.
A two-game season series. They win them both and complete the sweep.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Aldridge.
What you love about his performance is that he is simply taking what the defense allows and then making the most of his opportunities.
Outside DeRozan. And DeRozan throws it down.
Well, they knew it would be a hostile environment, and they rose to the challenge.
And sometimes when everyone's rooting against you, it seems to bring the unit closer together. It certainly did tonight.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Here's Harkless. Passes it to Barrett. Now Payton. Feeds it to Robinson. Lee with the block. And here is Murray. Right side, Lee. Over Randle. And the miss. And so it's San Antonio easily taking this one. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan.
My son 要打出自己的这个预告好像没。
Cause I'm low on the phone, you see. So I talk till I drop, you say how could I have a heart made of stone, why you oh, when we synchronize. It's exactly what I thought and I fantasized. Playing games with my mind, making us collide. And we know how it goes when we're out at night.
本来那我就目前啊，那今天就先聊到这了，第12点。好，那就先这样了，感谢大家收看，大家拜拜。